Hey Collective, how are you guys? Evie and I are doing good. Thank you guys for being here and for spending time with us. We love you. We appreciate you so much, Collective. Thank you. So I've got a few cards pulled. We're going to read what I've got. We're going to clarify some of these cards, okay? So we've got the Eight of Wands. What's the first card out? Expect things to move rapidly. Throat chakra attack. Something exciting happened. Something quick happened. Something came in fast. It could be a phone call, some kind of communication. Progress forward. Making progress with something. Someone volunteered to do something. Maybe someone called someone and they volunteered some kind of duty that they're dedicated to. They were willing to go do something. I'll hurry. Okay, we got a King of Pentacles in the energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person's wealthy. Their dedication is on the King of Pentacles and on the volunteer card. Very dedicated to something that they were doing here. They're successful. Have stability. We've got an ally. Support and a partnership with mutual aid. Maybe whoever their partner is could have called them and asked if they would care to do something. Or they called their partner and said, hey, I'll run and do this for something here that they were, something that they were dedicated to doing. We've got a Three of Cups. A group of people socializing, getting together with friends, a party, collaborating with someone. We have a perilous realm with a Knight of Wands. Goodness. Coughing, sneezing, 222 when I sneezed. Danger lurks in a perilous realm while someone's traveling. And it's dark at night. Something could have happened when someone was traveling to somewhere or from somewhere. Because the Chariot is the overall energy on the bottom of the deck. So something happened because the Knight of Wands and the Chariot, this is traveling in a car. The person ends up in bad health. There's a wreck. We have a Berserker on the bottom of the deck. Someone went crazy. Something was destroyed. The vehicle, the person's body were destroyed. We have an invisible person. Someone could have been like kind of hidden and unnoticed in a wreck. They could have been isolated or unseen. Someone was silent. Someone could literally have passed away from a bad car wreck or like a near fatal car wreck is what I'm picking up on. A treacherous path. Danger lurks while they're traveling. Could have been moving quickly, high speed, driving recklessly, or something happened to where someone had a wreck here. With the martial arts master, someone could have thought that they were like a very skilled master or like profound at being able to drive in some way. Someone could have been drinking while they were driving and had a wreck. I want to read from my book. Let's read the Eight of Wands. A rapid action or motion, movement, activity, taking action, a projectile. Someone could have been projectiled out of the vehicle or off of it. Some kind of a speeding. They were going very fast. Something... It was very quick. Something was done hastily when they were speeding. forced them to take action, and then could have been projectiled out of the vehicle. Sagittarius energy could be significant. A period of inaction. They were going too fast. It was bad timing. Speed causes a problem. Physical exhaustion. This is the Eight of Wands. Okay. So someone volunteered from a phone call here to do something that they were dedicated to doing. They traveled to do it. The Two of Wands is underneath on the bottom of the deck under the Chariot. Yeah, when they traveled here with the Two of Wands, something definitely happened. They made a choice. And then they needed support from their partner. This King of Pentacles here was in a wreck. Okay, let's read this King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. King of Pentacles can represent savings. Okay, so maybe someone had saved up to get some kind of a vehicle here. Could be a car, a truck, a motorcycle, some kind of transportation here. Okay, this person, the King of Pentacles, is wealthy. They're a rich man or woman. It's old money. They're a financially established person. They have a large savings or nest egg, a comfortable retirement, 401ks, retirement funds, a corporate head who manages the money, financial institutions, banks, stock markets, bankrolling a project, or a reliable man that you can financially count on. Medically, it means liver problems, and liver is the master organ. So this person could even have something wrong with their liver. Someone could be heavily in debt because of a car wreck here. Someone could even squander their money away. Needing support and mutual aid from someone that they're collaborating with. Read this Three of Cups now. Cancer energy. Celebrating something. Could have been celebrating a vehicle that they got. Could have been excited about a vehicle that they had saved up and got. A gathering or a meeting. Many people involved at some kind of gathering or a meeting or even a ceremony, socializing. It can be like a women's group or a women's club. It could just reference to women in general. It could be like a family reunion or a gathering, an occasion where people are together, food or drink, alcohol is involved, the kitchen, a club or restaurant, works with food like a waitress, cook, or chef. It can, in reverse, it can be an unhappy occasion such as a funeral. So this person could have ended up in a fatal car crash. Goodness. Can even be like a problem with the food and drink, such as some kind of a contamination, bacteria, toxicity, or poisoning. Partaking in too much food or alcohol, being gluttonous. Medically, it can mean being diabetic and alcoholic, malnourished, anorexia or bulimia, or having food allergies. Someone could have celebrated too soon with some kind of new vehicle that they had saved up and gotten themselves here, and it ended up on like some kind of dangerous, treacherous path, and they celebrated too soon with the Knot of Wands energy here. It's traveling. Sagittarius. Well, the Knot of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. It's taking a trip, moving, taking action, and motivation. A quick, energetic, enthusiastic, or urgent action that could have ended in a projectile. Enthusiasm whenever they took this action. Traveling or driving as a career, transportation. A truck or taxi driver, could be a moving company. A tow truck could have had to come and get this person's vehicle. Delivery trucks, someone could have been taken to jail. It can literally mean like horses or large animals. Someone could have a muscular build. They could have been unable to take action after a projectile launched them. They could have been forced into taking an action because of some kind of problem that occurred. There's a little rabbit on her hand. Someone, like an animal, could have even run out in the road. A trip is delayed or canceled. Medically, it can mean muscular or neuromuscular disorders, multiple sclerosis, having tremors, Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia, Guillain-Barré, muscular dystrophy, myasthenia gravis, and muscle cramps can be the Knight of Wands. And so someone could have thought that they were like some kind of a master here with whatever this is that they were driving. And they became reckless in this energy. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So there was a really bad injury here, okay? And financial loss and hardship from losing this vehicle. It was repoed. Or not repoed, it was towed out. The weather could have been cold. The Five of Pentacles can mean any kind of injury. Let's look at this. Oh, I turned right to it. It's an illness and an injury. Taurus energy. A disease, being sick, being in poor health, and then bad health was the overall energy on the bottom of the Kipper here. So this greatly affected someone's health. Declining health, aging, physical deterioration, suffering, hardships, can even be from being mistreated, suffering violence, physical abuse. Medically, it's all illnesses or injuries. It can even mean an amputation, okay? Someone could have had to have a limb amputated because of this energy. We've got the Garden. Someone could have brought someone flowers because they ended up in the hospital here. I feel like this person ended up in the hospital, could have ended up in the ICU. I feel like this was a bad wreck. This could have happened at night. Okay. Things are not what they seem to be. There's an illusion that is unknown, and deception going on. Something happened at night. Something significant about flowers or plants. There could be a florist. A garden. We have a cultist. And this cultist has been coming out the last few days in my readings. Someone went to some kind of an extreme here. They were reckless. Things may not go as well as expected, as the Knight of Wands in reverse. They got angry. They were full of fear. They were very reckless and impulsive. And then they got very angry and they went berserk. Okay? They went fucking nuts because they destroyed their vehicle. They destroyed their body. They're like losing their mind. Okay? So this cultist here has possibly been in a near fatal car crash or a fatal car crash. Okay? Let's read the moon. The subconscious mind, psychic activity, can mean to trust your instincts and your intuition. The moon is Pisces and Cancer energy. Someone's confused as how to proceed. Because of the moon's magnetic pull, which affects the tides, it also affects us mentally, so indicates a multitude of mental disturbances, breakdowns, and psychosis. Feeling restless, having mental strain, being mentally unstable, scattered thoughts, unable to concentrate, having memory loss, ADHD, sundowners, amnesia, dementia, being unconscious, being in a coma. Medically, it represents anything round like tumors, cysts, growths, and it's at nighttime. It's a warning of illusion and deception. Someone could have gone berserk and slipped into like some kind of state of psychosis and had a mental breakdown. Okay. Someone could have been knocked unconscious when they were projectiled from this car wreck, and they could have ended up in a coma. And I just keep hearing ICU. Someone's in IC, could have ended in ICU, and they're having a mental breakdown and like they're losing their mind. Okay. We've got the world. So it's like a completion of a cycle here. Something could be on the internet. The world is also traveling. Okay. The world is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. It's the ultimate of anything. This cultist here, like it's the end. Like this is it. Like this is for whatever this backfire is with the Eight of Wands here that they've been doing. This was like an energetic backfire, and it looks like what this person's karma was for what they've been trying to do has put this person in a really bad car wreck here. Someone could be overseas or from another country. A flight, a transcontinental flight. The end of the journey begun by the Fool. As a health card, it has to do with circulation. In the case of Cancer, it means that it's metastasized. So, this car wreck is going to end this person's life, is what's going on here. Someone could be delegating and negotiating on what to do here with this person. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Karma has hit and rolled in. Okay. With a madman who is unruly. It's a lot of chaos going on. They're going berserk and they're being unruly. Someone's trying to negotiate something here. With the Eight of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune here. This is definitely karma unfolding in an energetic backfire because of something that this cultist has done here. The Devil and a giant. It's like a giant fucking demon here. Okay, this King of Pentacles is clarified by the Devil. This ally is clarified by the giant. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Tower. This perilous realm where danger lurks is clarified by the Devil again. The giant devil here. A dark fucking cultist is dealing with this as part of their karma here. They're possessed by these energies here. It's a very painful ending. A lot of deception. Tempted to do something where danger lurks. It could have been doing something with herbs or plants or something, even needing medicine because of an injury. Let's read the Wheel of Fortune. So something's complete. Upright, it can be good luck. Lucky for you or in your favor. The situation turns around for the better. The gambling, the lottery, winning something. Some action you have taken will bring good fortune, making lots of money, an inheritance, a windfall, and it's the summer months. In reverse, it's a reversal of fortune. Things are not in your favor, being unlucky, having misfortune, losing the gamble, bankruptcy, not getting the inheritance in the winter months, and it's Sagittarius energy. This madman here that's possessed. They're having a psychotic frenzy full of chaos, and they're unruly. They're going berserk. The devil. This giant devil. Obsession, compulsion, greed, and corruption. Drug addiction, prescription or not, it's a perversion of desire, lust, appetite, excess, obsessive compulsive behaviors or habits of a negative influence, negative energy or entity, the dark side, anything bad for you like drugs, alcohol, caffeine, smoking, overeating, sexual deviations, abusive or harmful relationships, anything that's toxic for you, and it can mean actual toxins as well, such as chemicals, gases, poison, pollutants, pesticides, something that's rotten, contaminated, purulent, and infected. Capricorn energy is the devil. So this giant energy, this giant evil King of Pentacles energy here, whatever this was that he was conjuring the fuck up under the moon. In this perilous realm where danger was lurking with ominous shadows with the devil. Literally, the perilous realm is clarified by the devil. They're cunning, deceptive, tempted to fuck with this devil energy, with these demons. And this tower hit, and it was painful. It was like ultimate ruin when this tower hit. Ruin and devastation. It's a disaster. That was a catastrophic event full of chaos. It was a swift and dramatic event. Can even represent violent weather, okay? Forces beyond one's control, broken relationships, a loss of property, bankrupt, a disgrace, loss of one's status in life. A great investment of time and effort now crumbles to ruins, and it's literally having a major crisis, okay? Scorpio energy. Someone could have even been intoxicated. So the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, who's their partner here, who's their lover, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, this is a couple here, okay? This could be like, it's Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can mean an actual tombstone. Being on like strict bed rest, being confined to the bed, incapacitated. I think it's profound that their partner did something while they were traveling. But this is a massive backfire with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. Let's read the Queen of Pentacles. An Earth sign woman, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, handles money or loans, works for a bank or in a loan department, has good business practices, an efficient and dependable woman, a practical and down-to-earth woman, not necessarily an earth sign though, okay? An ethnic woman with dark hair and skin, things that are earthy, meaning dirt, fruits, and vegetables. Pentacles are the physical realm, and the Queen of Pentacles is Earth Woman, and hence represents products of Mother Earth. In reverse, she's a woman of reduced means. She is broke, being impractical in business, a woman financially dependent on others, handles money poorly. She might manage money appropriately, but be in a temporary position where money is tight. Okay? And then next we've got the Four of Swords. But she came out in the upright. I think that both of these people are actually very wealthy. And then with the Five of Pentacles, it could end up like really putting a dent in their pockets because of the car wreck, the medical bills piling up. Okay. Four of Swords. It's Libra energy. At rest, relaxation, recovery time, and recuperation. taking time off, a leave of absence. Someone could have had to take some time off from work and a leave of absence to help take care of their partner who's home on bed rest with a very severe injury from a car wreck here. Someone is bedridden. They have to be on bed rest. Taking it easy, not working, just being lazy. Having to lay around because they're confined to the bed. Okay. Clarifying this garden, we have the chef. So, could have to basically wait on this person hand and foot to take care of them. Cooking for them. I just had a really bad pain that started going through my heart all of a sudden. Someone could have something going on with their heart or be having chest pain even from stress. Herbs. With the seasoning here with the chef, herbs, flowers, plants, herbal medicine, tinctures, massage, could have to have like physical therapy. Okay, clarifying the moon, we've got the Ten of Wands. So this has left a huge impact and burdened them here. Spreading themselves too thin. Cooking, cleaning, taking care of someone who has a very bad injury here. Whoever their partner is. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed out with the responsibilities. They're overburdened. Okay? With the Ten of Wands. It's like they're having a hard time juggling their life now that all of this has happened with this wreck. It's hard work. Sagittarius energy. Someone's a hard worker. They're doing their duty. They're all work, no play. Taking on the responsibility. Taking on more than you can handle. Being overworked. Keeping their nose to the grindstone. Working on their feet or carrying heavy loads. Carrying the guilt and weight on their shoulders. They are a carrier, courier, or deliver things. Carried on their person. Walking, hiking, jogging. Medically, it involves hips, the back, or knee problems, making it difficult to walk. Okay, so someone may be completely invalid. They could be in a wheelchair. There could have been an amputation. There could be a lot of broken bones here. Someone could be paralyzed. Someone could have been in a coma and almost died. This cultist is clarified by within the vehicle. So this cultist is who was in this vehicle that this happened to. This was this person's wreck. They were on a road journey. And it's something, they went to the extreme and they got reckless and that something happened. Okay? Clarifying the world, we've got the Four of Cups. They're depressed. They're bored. Because they can't get out and do anything. Because they're confined to the bed. We've got the gym. They could be having to go have some physical therapy. They could have gym equipment that's had to be brought in to regain their strength and endurance and having some kind of, training. Someone could have a personal trainer. Read the Four of Cups. They're disappointed. Cancer energy. Discontented, not satisfied, disappointed, and disinterest. Withdrawn, melancholy, having apathy. They're unmotivated. Laziness. They couldn't care less. Stubborn and hard-headed. Not knowing what one wants. Feeling unfulfilled. This person could be really moody and pessimistic, a negative person. They're a downer, a naysayer, and they're no fun to be around. Like enthusiasm or passion, likes attention or focus. Their glasses always have empty. Someone could be very moody and hateful and just going berserk and having like a psychotic break and refusing and rejecting someone's help that was offered because they're stubborn. And this person could have said, I told you not to fucking do this and you did it anyway, and now you've damn near killed yourself, We've got a soldier who's concerned. The Eight of Wands. This person could have been a soldier, could have been in the military, or someone in this person's family could be in the military, okay? This King of Pentacles with the Devil energy, they got a message of concern here, okay? To a blacksmith, someone could be a blacksmith in just energy, someone like a welder working with metal, something forging, melting, shaping, or tempering metal. A tower when this tower happened, they could have been like going home, could have been leaving their house or going to their house. Someone could work from home with workspace and house with this perilous realm. This Queen of Pentacles got a message about what happened when her husband was traveling. We've got official person with firemen, so a rescue, like they had to be rescued, EMT, police officer, fire department on the scene with emergency crew and vehicles with an official person here. And with the Four of Swords, putting this person on a stretcher because of the injury being so bad, having to carry them out. With a garden and the chef and a researcher with some kind of exploratory study or experiment. Someone's body could be donated to science for exploratory study. Rigor mortis. Pain medication. Researching, exploring the truth. Someone could have brought someone flowers to the hospital. Someone could have to have a special diet because of surgery. They're studying something that happened here regarding this wreck. This even could be like insurance with the journey here. And the laboratory being taken in for testing. Blood work drawn. Scientific research. Experiments and analysis with exploratory studying. Could be surgery, trying to explore the body to find out all of the trauma, needing testing because of what happened within the vehicle. This is a married couple here with the driver. Their spouse or partner could have had to deal with the car being towed or having it towed. Something could have happened whenever someone was steering the car and they thought it was going to be a safe passage, but it was a treacherous path where danger lurked. There was something in the road. There was something in the road. They're all in their thoughts. They're very stressed out. Okay, we have a detective. This could be looking for clues. This could be an investigator of truth here that's looking for clues about what's going on, investigating what happened in the wreck and how, like, what caused it, what happened, looking at the scene of the wreck. This King of Pentacles and this Devil energy is a false person, so they try to hide this dark energy with them. We've got the cemetery, I'm telling you, in despair. A soldier could have had to come home. Maybe their father figure here passed away. And they're in despair. Well, this King of Pentacles is a tyrant. They're oppressive. They're a tyrant. They're stubborn. They're out of control. They're losing their mind. They're going to the extreme with going berserk over here. They're having a mental breakdown and they're in a state of psychosis. They've become a horrible tyrant, and this giant demonic energies that are going on inside of this person that they are literally in partnership with in the giant's realm. It's like Nephilim, Leviathan energy. They could have been doing with this cultist could have been doing death spells, and that's what's come back on them. The Queen of Pentacles is a mature woman here receiving a message. Could be from the rescue team, okay, from this official person. We have an apothecary. So, and I'm just seeing this as even like, this could be a nurse, this could be a doctor, administering, you know, whatever they needed to on the scene, because the fireman is right above it with the lover. Maybe this person's lover works in the medical field. Someone could work in the medical field here as their occupation with occupation and apothecary, and with the researcher and the garden and the chef and apothecary. I'm just seeing like herbal medicine. I'm seeing a nurse. I'm seeing a pharmacist. I'm seeing a doctor. I'm seeing a surgeon. Okay, whatever this is, this person is possessed by these entities here, okay? And they could have, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare what's happened here. So the lover here, who's this Queen of Pentacles partner to this King of Pentacles, like, it's a nightmare. This person is like, it's like they were a false person. This person didn't realize how evil this person really was inside. And all this darkness is spewing out. All this darkness is just spewing out of this person. And we've got a lighthouse with experiments on a light that was guiding within the vehicle. A lighthouse. Something significant about the lights on the vehicle. Maybe they couldn't see very good whenever they were driving, and something was in the road and they ran over it because they couldn't see. They needed brighter lights with a lighthouse here. This mature woman with a ghost. This woman's husband, they passed away. The driver of this car is the ghost. On the bottom of the deck, the invisible person. This person, if they've not passed away, they're going to. Paranormal activity is happening with these spirits, with these entities, with this person. This person could have even died on the scene, and their spirit needs to be crossed over. They were possessed. They were literally possessed. They could be haunting someone with paranormal activity. Wow. Okay. So that's what I've got pulled so far. Here, I'm going to turn this around and let you see this before I start clarifying. Okay. This King of Pentacles was like a giant tyrant in the household, behind closed doors, with a false person. They were one way in public, they were another way behind closed doors. Tell me about this King of Pentacles, devil, giant demon energy. Wow. Entity attachment, that they were completely bound and imprisoned to this entity because of something that this cultist created with it. Okay. We had divinity and it just came out in reverse. So they could act like they're this divine being. They're duplicitous. And they're this dark motherfucker here. Okay. Wow. Doing voodoo on the split. So this is definitely death spells backfiring. The veil was lifted. They were investigating what happened here. We've got an Ice King. They could have trusted that something was going to go their way in a court situation. So that they're doing rituals. Okay. Could be doing rituals on a starseed high priestess energy here. They thought that they were going to be unbothered. They could have hired a practitioner to do this. This person could be a nice guy. They're just a fucking tyrant, okay? And here's the Queen of Pentacles, rich girl here. They were expecting something with their occupation. Someone could be a doctor. Someone's child could be a doctor. Someone's child could be expecting information. They're very concerned about this King of Pentacles here. Okay, because they really love them. This person's very wealthy, okay? Someone could be surprised whenever they say hello that they were alive, that they survived. Whoever they were in a commitment with, because of how bad this wreck was with destruction here. Major endings, road closed. They could have had to close the road down because of this wreck. There could have been like an embankment or something. Something could be near water. Could be trees. Could be like some kind of problems in the road. A crack in the road. A hole. A gravel. A drop off. Goodness. Wow. Okay. This person could have been distracted. Something, wow, a burial that could have been distracted from something here. Someone could be in the war. This soldier here that could have gotten a message of concern. The blacksmith, that could have been a job that they did before they joined the military for their workspace. Received a message when they were at work as a soldier at war. This person could have had to come home. They could have been overseas even. They could have been stationed somewhere that was different from, this could be their father figure here. Their mother could call and say, you need to come home. The Queen of Pentacles with workspace and despair with a cemetery. With the mature woman and the autocrat here with this tyrant father figure, this devil energy. Something happened to your father, you need to come home. That's what I'm hearing. What was this? What else is in this energy here? I was told to grab this deck. There's a lot of debt, and I'm just, wow. Homicide just came out in reverse. Out of revenge. So they could have been doing death spells here. And they backfired. It backfired right on them. We've got a female here that could be administering some kind of drug. Oh, goodness. For this right here, someone could say, I would rather die than suffer through this. They're so sad they could, like, assist in this person's death while they're at home. There's a witness. It could be the child that's a witness, a male child, or a child is witnessing this happening to their father figure here. Wow. It's a parental figure. Wow, this is their parent. Yes, holy shit, spirit. This person is a serial unaliver. They're at the they were going to the crossroads. Cultist here is involved in organized crime with this devil energy. It's the third time the devil has come out because they wanted, their power came from the devil. Wow, spirit. Every hair on my body just stood up. Oh my goodness. Something is all over social media. They could be trying to freeze something on social media to cover something up here. Someone could have a private property at the beach. A couple could live at the beach. It's a man-made disaster. This person's in the military. Whoever this couple is, this could be the child, one of the children here that came out, because child came out twice, or it could be the same child. There could be a brother and a sister in the energy here. And then whoever is in the military, whoever they're married to or in a couple with, could live at the beach. They could be stationed at the beach. Okay. Goodness. They could have to cross a body of water. Feel the hair. There it is. They're affluent. They're wealthy. This King and Queen of Pentacles here. They're involved with a secret society. Well, looks like they're having to live and learn. This is definitely a parent here. Okay? This could be your parent. They could have bullied you. They're embarrassed. There could be a huge payout from life insurance. Something's in the courts here with this money. It says $10 million on this check. Wow. Someone could pass away in their sleep. And it could be an assisted suicide here, because that was like the broad idea to help put this person out of their misery. They promised that they would do it because of this nightmare here. Like they can't take it anymore. They could be haunted by some kind of really dark paranormal entity here. Okay. That they've conjured up fucking with. And this, the pain that they're dealing with. They could be overindulgent in some kind of substance here. This person with a court situation, they could have even robbed you of something. And an inheritance did come out. Could be why this could be one of your family members here that did this to you, that could have even stolen an inheritance from you. Doing all this death magic, trying to take you out. They're definitely deceptive and wearing a mask. We're a narcissist here. There's a lot of conflict going on. There's arguments. There's disagreement. This person's going berserk. Okay. They're a tyrant. Whatever is going on, they were forced to stop. They got in a binding contract with these entities here. And they trapped themselves whenever they did this. They didn't think that this magic, with this accident, they didn't think that this magic was going to come back on them. There was definitely a dangerous injury that occurred in an accident with a bike. It was fated. It was a fated event. Period. Wow. With an illness, they're definitely broken and fragile and in the hospital and on bed rest. They're really scared. They're getting advice on what they should do. Trying to obtain knowledge. Whoever they're married to here, okay? They're scared to death. Wow. They're ready and prepared to take care of them. Because that could be what they do for their job. They could have to have a nurse or like hospice or like home health care, or the gym could have to go to like a rehab center to rehabilitate. Could need physical therapy, could need round the clock care. Poltergeist. Sagittarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, and Gemini. Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, and Aries could be significant. Oh, I dropped one. It's on number 20 over there. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12. So March, May, June, August, September, October, and December. 14, 15, 20, 21, 23, 26, 27, 29, and 30 could be significant. S K D, skid. Someone could have like skid in something. H, rocks. I'm hearing rocks. H Z K R K, crack. A crack in the road. Skidding rocks, a crack. That was on J. Whoops. Wait a minute. He's snoring. So cute. A M RX, prescription, and an RN, a nurse. In the morning, AM. DHS. E. Someone's knee. V. D. Nevada. F. G. B. Y. W. L. K. Walk. P-I. There could be a private investigator. We did have a detective. O-M. W-I. Q. IQ. Someone could have a high IQ. I. T. Someone could be in IT. Could be good with technology. F. V. O. Or OB. Obstetrics. Someone could be pregnant. Let's do 2 more. F. S. Figured I'd show you Evie while I had the phone flipped around. She's so cute. She snores so loud. Alright guys, this is going to be our reading. You all just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you all so much. Thank you for everything that you do for me and little sweet Evie Pooh in the channel. Thank you for your love, your support, your comments, your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your donations, for booking your personal readings with me. I love you guys so much. Bye, Collective.